Hello, it's Thea Daniels and Spike Sikes with
Hello.
with R.A.W.Vlogcast, where we keep it real, talk authentically with people willing to share their passion. So like I said, I've got Spike here with me today. Finally, yes! So Spike, congratulations on the Bohemians, hardest working band. Definitely can see that. And Blues here in Sonoma County.
Thank you. Thanks mostly to all the people that that come out to shows and voted and participated in and all that stuff. And thank you to the Bohemian for recognizing us that way. That was really
two of them, right?
Yeah, it was a total shock to me. So we were just happy to be included in anything. So.
And during this pandemic time, you've been slamming it out there and playing on Facebook. One of my favorite songs is Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and you put that out there not long ago, and I think it was around my birthday, in fact. So tell us, what is it? You play 6 different instruments, let alone sing, right?
Yeah, I play some different instruments and I sing. And
where did you start with?
Well, my parents are both musicians. I was born into a music family, and I started playing the piano when I was about 3, and then after that, when I was in probably middle schoolish, started playing woodwinds, and I was a jazz fanatic when I was pretty young, and so I was really into just trying to.
It just came out. I bet you're playing the drums in Mom's tummy. Come here, honey, feel this.
And I was, I loved music, and I took to it kind of early, and so yeah.
Well, that would explain why you're able to do everything so well. You wrapped up the set with that ukulele. So tell us, what is a favorite memory and story that you may have to share about one of your gigs, whatever?
One of my gigs?
One of your gigs.
Well, a fairly recent, really good memory was when we got to play at the Toddy Music Festival, and we're used to playing mostly in clubs and at restaurants, and it's great. I love it. It's steady work, but it was really nice to be on a stage and see a big crowd of people, connecting with the kind of music that we were making, even though I don't think most of them knew the tunes that we were playing, but kind of the goal is to let your own music sort of be able to stand on its own and not have to change that too much.
And you do. Your music, and when you play a cover of somebody else, it's still yours. There's something magical about, I was at that festival and everybody was just up dancing and grooving and playing along to that music.
Well, I think part of the deal too with, when you talk about like covers and stuff, is that like in the jazz world, we don't really think about doing a song that you didn't write as being a cover. We think of it kind of like, there's tunes out there and they're open to interpretation, and like, a lot of the like great standards, people don't think back to like, well, what is the definitive recording of like Stardust, for instance, or and then later, once recordings became kind of the thing, then stuff kind of got locked in, and so it was like, well, you got to do that version of that song. And so I think when we're trying to do songs that I didn't write, we're trying to make it seamless, where it all kind of seems like it's coming from the same bag, if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. Very well said. Because honestly, you sing some of those songs like it's yours. It is yours.
Well, the other thing I tell everybody is that I don't really know how to sing them like anybody else. So I could try to I'm really bad at covering songs. I actually, the way I normally do covers is I just try to do it from memory. Like, I try not to revisit recordings of it. I try to like learn it by ear and try to remember how it goes. Mm-hmm. That way you kind of bring your own thing to it, even if your memory's a little off. And mine is all the time. So.
The older we get, the harder it is. That's true.
For sure.
That's a great story. Thank you. I never really grasped that perspective, but you definitely plug it all in. And so today you were playing with a young man on a bass.
Yeah, Dylan Juhan was playing upright bass with me.
Fabulous. And usually I see you out with the Awesome Hotcakes. How did you guys get connected?
So the Awesome Hotcakes has kind of been a, a work in progress for a long time, but the lineup that we have now has been fairly set for about a year. And you know, just you meet people through playing, and you know, word of mouth. You hear that somebody's, you know, a good player, and then they turn up and they ask if they can sit in sometime, or they give you a business card. I mean, that's what Dylan that I was playing with today, I met him at the Elephant in the Room up in Healdsburg a few years ago. He just gave me his card after a show. He said, hey, I play the bass. If you ever need somebody. And then a couple weeks later, I called him, and he was totally shocked. Like, I'll just come, I guess that's it. I'm just coming to play a gig with you. And he's been playing, you know, gigs with me off and on ever since.
So the chemistry just starts happening, because you guys, were you playing with him? It was like you play all the time. It was the first time I saw him. And then when you're playing with the Hotcakes, it's like you guys are all in it together.
Well, and part of that too is that just because we play so often, you know, like you are able to develop that good rapport with everybody. And I mean, I can't over stress that, like, all of the guys that are in the band are really easy to get along with. They're all, I mean, they're it goes beyond being easy to get along with. They're great to get along with, you know, like they're very come to the table with lots of ideas, but they're also just very kind of good team players, and yeah, there's no drama. It's all just music. So
no drama zone. So what's next for you?
Well, we are, I would say, about 3/4 of the way through wrapping up another album. We should have a new Hotcakes album out in the spring, sometime pretty soon.
Okay.
So
great.
We did some tracking on that yesterday, and yeah. So. And
you guys, it sounds like if it was about a year ago, you guys came together during COVID.
Yeah. So everything shut down back in December-ish, I guess, of 2020, and then opened up a little bit in around, I guess March 21. And in that window of time, we finished working on the last album, and then really the lineup of people that we're playing with now, like, got a lot more solidified at that point.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we can find out more about when this album comes out and follow you how?
Well, the best way to follow the band is on the Facebook page.
Okay.
We got an Awesome Hotcakes Facebook page, and we try to keep all the different kind of Facebook groups that are supporting local music. I know Scott Colson's got one, and then the Just Dance crew was, essential to what we're doing.
Well, we're the enthusiasts.
Right.
Got to keep that energy going.
Yeah, I mean, without the people who are into the kind of music that we're doing, none of it would be happening. So.
That's true. Okay, so the Awesome Hotcakes on Facebook, and also you.
Yeah.
Follow just you when you're
they
doing
can follow me.
Sikes.
And then I try to put most of my gigs up, on there.
Yeah, he keeps it up pretty regularly. I finally found this place today, going around in circles. So any words of wisdom or something that you live by that you want to share with the world?
Well, I mean, I think the main thing, from my end, especially on the music side of things, is that we're trying to put out, positive music. We're trying to remind people that, the season that you're in is not the season that you'll be in forever.
True.
And, I take a lot of inspiration from people like Louis Armstrong, who I feel like really embodied this kind of balance between being a great artist, but also being an entertainer and playing and singing songs that connect with people. Because I think that's kind of the main thing. It's like, even beyond music, if what you're doing, if it can connect with people and help them and move them, and that's something worth your time.
It's worth living for. Definitely worth sharing.
Absolutely.
I think that's a good way to wrap it up. Spike Sikes, everybody. You can catch him on Facebook and catch him around town, because he is one of the hardest working bands. Blues man, jazz man, all around great man.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey, cheers, everybody. Oh, you bet. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, that's a wrap. Oh, can I publish this?
Of course.
Okay.